What's good, Kev? What's going on, man?
What up? Keep my wife's name out your mouth.
Tell your wife I said hello, man. I said, whoa, my bad. Chill out. Hold on. What a Sunday night, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Fight night.
Fight night. Yo, we got to get into it, so I am going to jump. Welcome, everybody, to Rap 6 Radio. Kev, let's jump into the opening question, man. I hope you're doing well, brother.
I'm fantastic.
Good. I'm not going to change the opening question since you basically, destroyed it. But have you heard the new Fife record, man?
I have.
What'd you think?
It was great. It's great. I wish somebody would have had the common decency to warn me, because I listened to it while I was running the other day.
Uh-huh.
And to see a grown man just start crying when he's jogging because of when Angela Winbush comes in, I was like, yeah, no, that's not a good look, Kev. So,
yeah, it was a
ugly tears.
Pretty. Yeah, no, it was. I was driving. Can't remember where I was driving, but I was like, "This is a pretty emotional record. I got to turn this. I need to take this. Listen to this one at the house when I'm sitting here quiet in the dark." But after the first listen, it's wild, man, because I realized that these posthumous records are sort of that goodbye moment for the fans. I don't think I've ever thought about it that way before. You know what I'm saying? But it's sort of the last time you get to hear the artist's entire perspective and maybe the words that they would have said. Well, obviously the words they would have said before they were gone, because they are the words they said before they left. You know?
Yeah. And I didn't do a lot of reading about the record to know what this is one of those projects that more so than like unfortunately a lot of posthumous records have been because people have been taken from us very suddenly and very soon. Not that this was not sudden or equally as devastating, but it's so well done that it seems like there was a little bit of foresight, sort of. And then, I think he was probably making music at a time when he didn't know how it was going to come out or when it was going to come out. But I haven't really looked, I'm assuming all these things. I don't know what the process was. But yeah, the way, some of the lyrical content wasn't the typical, it didn't feel like something that was thrown together after the fact. You know what I mean?
Agreed. I thought they did a good job. It seems as though they took their time making sure that the record sounded right, as opposed to just kind of putting it out because they wanted to strike while the attention was there. But it was a tough record. How do I word this, man? I guess it was the time that I realized, man, the tribe I grew up on, the tribe that shaped my life as a young person, is genuinely gone. And I don't think I've had one of those moments musically. I honestly haven't. I don't know if anybody... I know Prince has passed, but Prince wasn't an important childhood artist for me personally. He was just an important overall artist. Same with Michael Jackson. But losing a member of Tribe, I don't think it really affected me until listening to that record. And I was like, yo. Not even listening to the Tribe record made me feel that way. It was that this Fife record was like, yo. He was talking about family, kids, and things of that nature. It was like he hit a very mature point in his music. I was impressed with this record. Yeah, definitely.
And then it just, man, I love Redman. Halfway through the record, I was like, man, I miss Redman. Not that he's gone anywhere, or that it's, but just like listening to those. I think it was 2 songs that he's on. I was like, man. And shout to Ninth, shout to Crisis. Yeah, I don't know everyone who did beats on the record, and I think Dylan did a couple too, right? Of course.
Yeah. My favorite joint, the joint I've been playing for so long, the Nutshell joint. I was driving, Sunday, And at the end, I heard him shout out Dilla. I was like, "Oh, Dilla did this beat." I didn't realize that the whole time. I've been playing the record for over a year.
Yeah, till I listened to the album actually. Even though that's the single, right? That was the single that came out a while ago.
Yeah. That joint is dope. Also, big shout out. You mentioned them already, but big shout out to Justice League and their contribution to the music over the years. Yo, I think that they're gonna go unsung and understated in hip hop as we discuss it years from now in the time capsule. But man, their contribution has been, it's been pretty amazing when it comes down to it.
Yeah.
Especially from the time that they showed up. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So big shout out to Justice League and, of course, Little Brother Ninth. I think that they won't get enough credit for what they did for the culture and the music through the years since they showed up, since they arrived on the scene. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and Rhapsody's on the record too, right?
Yeah,
because I don't even look at. I don't. I don't even read credits anymore when I'm listening to records. It's like it's weird. Like it's after the fact. Like,
yeah,
which is probably arguably a better way to listen to a record sometimes. But
sure.
But yeah,
sure.
Yeah,
yeah.
Great project. Good deal.
Great project. Paz's verse was dope on there.
Oh yeah.
Fonte's verse was dope on there. Like there was an excellent project. All right, so let's get into the other side. We've had a serious conversation, so now we'll go ahead and get into what I don't think is going to end up being too serious of a conversation on this show. But yeah, Kev, let's go ahead and get to the other side. You ready, man?
All right. Yep.
All right, let's go. What up, y'all? You were live on Rap Sucks Radio with your homeboy Trek Life and your fam, Kev Sakoda.
Smack!
We are not doing the sound effects thing like we did last week on this show. First of all, big shout out to my man. The joint you just heard was my man, Omega. The joint is called Among Stars, and you can go pick it up at omegajohnson.bandcamp.com. We're gonna push the record, support the record as much as possible. So shout out to my man Omega and omegajohnson.bandcamp.com. You know what I'm saying?
Did we get his permission to do this?
We did not. So we might get dinged. Like we might like I don't know how he might not even want to ding us. How sometimes YouTube be like, hey, I don't know if you know them.
It's a guessing game.
Yeah, so I don't know
what's gonna happen.
It is.
Who knows?
Who knows? Who knows?
We just do.
But thank y'all for thank y'all for tuning in, man. We appreciate each and every one of y'all. If you'd like to catch past episodes of our show, you can go to rapsucksradio.com or any of your favorite podcasting platforms. And you can also catch us on your television live on, well, not live, but on BTSN. That's Behind the Scenes Network. What you do is you download the app or channel on your Roku or any of your Amazon Fire devices. Click on that app or channel and you are rocking with us. BTSN Behind the Scenes Network. We want in. And you should also follow them on btsn.pass on Instagram so that you can find out how you could get involved. Any updates on what BTSN is working on, man, get involved, man. It's going down. Follow Rap Sucks Radio on Instagram as well. All right, Kev. Title King. Kev, Title King, man. I can't give you enough credit.
Thank you, man. I'm just
episode title. The episode title, Kev, is titled this entire episode. Speak the wrong words, man, and you will get touched.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Absolutely fresh. But the topic title, King Dick. Very, very accurate. When we got in incredible trouble in high school. Our teacher's name was Richard.
Oh boy.
And quite a bit of trouble. What a Richard. So anyway, the reason why is Will Smith smacks Chris Rock on Oscar stage after Jada Pinkett Smith joke. Source, Kev, really? Just everywhere.
Just life.
Players involved, 5 fingers in a face. So check it out. I mean, am I going to read all this? No, I'm not. So Chris Rock and Will Smith had an altercation during the Oscars. I'm sure all of you listening know about it. Rock appeared on stage to present the Oscar for the documentary feature. He made a joke about Jada Pinkett Smith being a G.I. Jane because of her shaved head. Will Smith then took to the stage to slap Rock. Although it appeared to be a joke at first, Smith returned to his seat and yelled at Rock, "Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth." All right. He yelled that twice, by the way, folks. Mm-hmm. Many in the Oscars audience appeared stunned at the altercation. Diddy was the next presenter during the ceremony, where he addressed the situation by saying, "Will and Chris, we're going to have to solve this like family. Right now, we're moving on with love," which I thought was a reasonable response.
And let's just pause to say that when Diddy is the voice of reason, there's a good chance you've made a mistake.
Yeah. So that's a fact. I'm going to stop there because, well, let me read this part because I think this actually is important. So during the commercial break, Denzel Washington got up to speak to Will Smith privately. Will Smith revealed during his Best Actor speech that Washington said to him, "At your highest moment, be careful. That's when the devil comes for you." All right. He also quoted Richard Williams, who won the Oscar for portraying, right? The Williams sisters' father, Richard Williams. He said Richard Williams was a fierce defender of his family, Will Smith said during his speech. Okay. You guys got to see this man's face. So one last thing. Jada Pinkett Smith announced that she had last year that she shaved her head after struggling with alopecia. So yeah, I'm not going to read her quote on that, but that's just sort of the what lit the fuse is that right. The joke about her bald head came after she had announced last year that she had alopecia, something that most people, I think at this point, we're all not even sure if Chris Rock knew. I kind of doubt it. So there's that. Whether it's matter. So go ahead, Kev. First crack at it.
Tired of comedians getting canceled, Trek.
We've had this conversation on the show so much. We've had it on this show so much. If you are a regular listener of this show, you probably are gonna know what I'm gonna say verbatim. But go ahead.
Well, this is a prime example of my reaction to every single one of those conversations. I just did not quite expect it to manifest itself live on the Oscars telecast on national TV.
Sure.
You know. But I mean, okay, we are taping this Monday evening, the night after the Oscars. It will come out on Tuesday morning. I'm sure it'll be old news by then. It already is. But since the Oscars telecast, both Chris Rock and Will Smith have issued what?
The Chris Rock apology was fake.
Oh, really?
His people have come out and said that the apology that started off with "as a comedian" is fake. So far, the only confirmed apology is Will Smith's. Yeah,
I wonder if it was like a head fake, like because did Will Smith see that and then he decided, you know what,
I should be equal the bigger man and apologize. All right.
So Chris is going to end up getting smacked again.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I don't have any strong opinions. Like, I get it. Rock's up there to make jokes. If the joke was arguably in bad taste or whatever, who knows whether or not he knew why. Usually from his track record, it doesn't seem like he's the kind of dude. Most comedians who are up on the Oscar stage aren't the kind of people, even like a Ricky Gervais who's known for just taking shots at everybody in the audience, is not up there trying to make jokes like, even if they are good jokes that are specifically going to hurt somebody who they think can't take it. You know what I mean? And that's very, very subjective. But I don't think she probably dug it too much. Clearly Will didn't. And Will reacted. I don't know. The thing that kills me is everybody's reaction to it. First of all, everyone's now a lawyer again. Trying to level all kinds of California penal code charges against Will Smith. Okay. It's like, all right, wow,
that's one nerve.
You guys are really
that's been struck.
It's a real Matlock situation going on here, where you're really breaking down the intricacies of the case. Like, we didn't all just see him smack the dude right in front of us.
Listen,
but then all the judgments and stuff, I'm just like, are you serious? I've seen you do so much stupid stuff.
Okay. Listen, there are a few points, and I've talked to like multiple people about this today. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot to unpack in this, right? There's the state of mind Will Smith is in, right? Like, Will Smith has just been a different person over the last couple years. A lot of us have connected that to the entanglement conversation. Now, I'm going to be honest with you about the entanglement thing. I didn't pay attention. It was another man's relationship. Like, it was a family thing to me. Even though they exposed it, I get it. That's them. They have every right to do so. It's not how I would ever handle anything in my marriage.
Right.
But I also didn't know much about it because it just wasn't important for me to know about it. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was embarrassing. Likely very embarrassing for him, probably pretty embarrassing for their family. Mm-hmm. But I was actually shocked that so many men knew the other man's name. I was like, how do you know his name? I didn't know I was like, what are y'all doing with y'all day? Like, what? There's so many manhood codes that people throw around every day. Like, never eat soggy wheat and all the stuff that makes you a man. But then the infidelity by name. And I was like, that's the most gossip girl thing I've ever heard in my life. Like, people are like, why didn't he slap? I guess the dude's name is August. Why didn't he slap August? Whatever. People were putting first and last name. I was like, I didn't know they even exposed the young man's name. Mm-hmm. So that's right. Like, did you know the kid's name?
When I saw somebody write that, I was like, oh yeah, because that's that singer dude.
Oh, he's a singer. Okay, I'm learning a lot. He's a singer?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he's a singer.
No idea. No idea what he looked like, who he was. I just scroll past it like, I don't really care about their life like that.
Well, that's the whole thing, right? It's like, but I mean, people get invested.
Oh, hey, that's fine. I'm not knocking people for it. I just thought it was weird. Like, some of the most arm wrestling people I had ever met in my life were talking about Will Smith and bragging about this young man having sex with Will Smith. Well, why didn't you? And he did. Look what he did to you. I'm like, did you do it? What are you doing? Okay, I'm off on a tangent. Okay, so part one, right? Why didn't Will Smith smack the August dude like he smacked Chris Rock, right?
Yeah, let's break this down like we're having a logical conversation. I mean, the man's only got two hands and so much time.
No, I'm telling you things that bothered me in this discussion.
Oh yeah,
right. It's goofy.
Yeah.
So first of all, those people who said that, I know some of you are very close friends of mine. Some of you might even be family. Y'all goofy. Y'all goofy as hell. Y'all goofy. Who did did the young man, wasn't that Jada Pinkett's decision? Right? Is Will Smith supposed to go beat this man up because his wife made that? It's not as though the young man forced her to make that decision. Whereas when you look at the Chris Rock thing, where first of all, what I haven't said, and you haven't said yet either, is whether we think Will Smith was justified in his action. So I think what Will Smith did was dumb. Ultimately, I think it was silly.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, grow up, everybody. Do I understand why he did it? Yeah. Do I understand why Chris Rock made the joke? I guess. Was it a good joke? No, not even close. It wasn't a good joke. Yeah.
It wasn't a good joke. It was a subpar joke at best. But I didn't see any wrong in Chris Rock here. I mean, he made a dumb joke. Again, I don't think he knew anything about her condition. I thought it just didn't seem like it. But I think Will Smith's reaction was silly. I don't think it was defending the honor of, like, come on.
Well, that's the whole thing. It's like,
come on, let's not,
you can
right?
understand. Like, I can say I understand why he did it. Should he have done it? No, I don't. No, not at all. You know, should he have done it backstage? Would that have made it better? I don't know. Probably not. Same thing, right? If I'm Chris Rock and a man, I just said something about somebody's wife, and they come walking on the stage that I'm supposed to be the only person on, do I grab the mic stand? Maybe. Do I duck? Yeah, maybe. You know.
Well, I mean, we're forgetting here. My wife reminded me of this. I mean, Chris Rock is almost 60 years old. I mean, just to be fair and reasonable. Like, it's not like Chris Rock is like. This isn't Chris Rock that just. I mean, I know he looks young and seems to keep up very well.
Yeah.
But Chris Rock is an older gentleman, and both of them were too old. Well, Will Smith was too old for this. So, but to consider the infidelity in this equal is not. It's not the same argument here. You know what I'm saying? One was a decision made by his wife. Mm-hmm. The other was a decision made by another man. Okay. We've talked on this show, Kev, quite a bit, and I have banged the drum loudly about comedians feeling so entitled about being able to say whatever they want to say with no response and reaction. You just said something that came to mind immediately. Will Smith shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have done that. It was silly, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. But that doesn't mean that people won't do it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You make a joke about a person's wife. I'm like, bad joke. Wasn't that bad. People are like, it wasn't even that bad. To you, that's not your wife.
Right.
Bottom line.
You can catch somebody on a bad day, too.
You didn't catch somebody on a bad day.
You know who I feel really bad for? I feel really bad for Venus and Serena.
There's the biggest part of this.
They're never going to make a movie again. They're done with this.
Well, what else is there to make a movie?
And then what's her name? Jane Campion wins for Power of the Dog. I told my wife that she was severely editing apologies from her victory speech right after that slap. She's like, "Well, I'm not going to have to apologize to them."
Bottom line, yeah, I thought, well, see there, now let's bring this to my second point. So the first point, y'all goofy for even bringing up the man's marriage. Y'all don't know. Even if they did discuss it, y'all don't know. So stop. Second of all right. So the idea that this was embarrassing for Black America, right? So a couple notable things, right? All Black production crew. Right, last night at the Oscars, Venus and Serena, of course, very big moment. There was a movie about their father, very important moment. Those are, like you said, those are the two people I feel the worst for. Questlove won the documentary award. Like, it was a good night for Black America. But let me just tell y'all this: there's no such thing as one individual ruining it for an entire race. It's not possible. And I'm going to tell you this. If you have friends that say that person makes all, and they're not Black, or they're not whatever race they're talking about, that person makes all Black people look bad, I'm going to tell you right now, they hated your Black ass to begin with. I'm just saying. You know if you scroll through your timeline and a non-Black person was talking about how this makes Black people look, and that non-Black person don't know the 6 to 7 astronauts that's damn near in space right now that are Black, the judge that's getting ready to be put onto the Supreme Court that's Black, the president that we didn't have that's Black, the civil rights changing leaders that we didn't have that's Black, all the Black millionaires and successful people that we've had, the teachers, the professors. And Will Smith slapping Chris Rock is the moment that changed your life and perspective about Black people. You was racist from the very second your toe came out your mama. You a goofhead and you need to stop it. This had nothing to do. Period. Bottom line. And there is no such thing. And I'm going to tell y'all this. This is as goofy as if you get cut off in traffic by somebody from another race, and that is the defining moment for that race in your eyes. You so stupid. God, you stupid. You dumb. God, you dumb as hell. Ain't none of this. So let's stop with that. I understand, but I don't particularly care about other people's outside perspective of an entire race of people based on one moment that happened. Like,
right.
What are we doing right now? We don't even.
Yeah, the person who said that
sorry.
has been annoyed and embittered by every success that every black person has achieved during their entire life. And so they've been waiting for the one thing.
Right.
The one
exactly
thing that they can be disappointed in. Like,
exactly. Shut up. Shut up.
Yeah.
Dummy. You know what I'm saying? You dummy. Like, what are you talking about? We don't even blame it. We make it very, 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 and we should, by the way, we find it very important to make sure that we don't blame all white people for the atrocities in this country. People make very sure to say, my family didn't own slaves. Like, come on. Right?
What, in 1970?
Right, exactly.
Good job.
Dude, you were born in 1978. Right, obviously. But still I think that's a reasonable thing to do. Like you to accuse an entire race of people based on the act, police brutality happens, you turn around and you're, all white people are like that. Well, first of all white people aren't cops. So there's that, right? Second of all, the indictment of an entire group of people based on one thing is actually what we're fighting against. Right? Although, for us non-white folks, every singular action by one of us represents all of us. And here we are back again having that conversation. Yeah. I will have none of it. Not on this show, not in the skin I'm in. From none of y'all, black, white, any of y'all. Black Panther could show up right now and I'll be like, go back to Wakanda with that. I'm not dealing with that. You know what I'm saying? We done. Anyway, Kev, go ahead. Another point of yours. None.
Yeah.
All right, you gonna let me stick to this role.
People are very silly. I was waiting. I was like, it's gonna be, because I knew everything that was coming. There was gonna be Fresh Prince of Bel-Air lyrics,
right? Which was funny the first time.
No.
It wasn't? It was funny the first time somebody did it. The 550 millionth time, it wasn't.
Oh, man. I hope someone goes and paints Will's face on the Rocky statue, though. That would be in good taste.
It was a full-on Philly moment because Questlove won right after. So it was like, Philly did this, then Philly did that. And it was like, I couldn't even tell a Philly joke in this. I was like, this isn't a moment for that. Chill, Trey. Chill. All right, here's the last thing. And this is the thing I'm most impressed with.
I apologized to Fizz.
I saw you do
He
that.
doesn't know this, but...
I saw you apologize to Fizz. Here's the other thing. What I'm most impressed with, but I was very impressed. I was very impressed in this. How sanctimonious and holy and perfect my timeline is. I had no idea that you guys were also slow to anger. You've never, ever, ever been emotional. You've never been embarrassed and reacted. You've never done anything wrong. And I was like, whoa, I know so many angels. This is crazy.
That's what I'm talking about. It was like, yeah. You're supposed to know that you're supposed to know that smacking somebody is not smart, period. And then you're also supposed to know that doing it on television is probably just an added layer of goofiness.
Just an added layer.
But
yes.
But yeah, people were very, very, very sanctimonious and self-righteous. I wasn't even on that tip, nor was I on the he totally deserved it tip either.
Yeah. Yeah.
But my wife checked me before I even said anything. Before post number 1, my wife was like, "Well, you know how you are. You could jump off and do something stupid for no reason just because somebody looked at me." I was like, "Yeah, you're right." But I don't. But I didn't. Also, right. I'm not Will Smith.
The consequences for me are a lot different, aren't they? It's like, if your lady wants that from you,
right?
I've worked in clubs my whole life, man. If anything, I've seen people ruin either their night or a lot of their life because their lady, who has every right to dance with whomever she wants in that club, decided to dance with somebody while they dude was there. While her dude was there. I've seen people hit with bottles. I've seen people go to the trunk. I've seen people get arrested. And I'm standing on stage watching that whole moment unfold. I can't even count how many times I've seen that happen in my lifetime. And mind you, again, you got to remember, I've been working, emceeing, DJing at parties since I was, 16, officially 18, 19 years old. So this happens. And the results are often far worse. And shoot, ladies walk right away from that joint like, well, he's in jail, so I can't talk to him anymore. Guess I'll talk to the guy I was dancing with or the friend of the guy or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Again, I don't want to put this or disparage women in this or make it seem like this was anywhere near Jada Pinkett Smith's fault because Will took those actions.
Yeah,
but
all the literal Monday morning quarterbacking. She should have done this. He shouldn't have done that. Chris should have done this. They should have done this there as opposed to here. It's like, but they didn't.
How do you choose that moment? This is impulse, folks. This is what happens. This is humanity. You know what I mean?
And that was my point. Also, it's like all you commentary having people. You, first of all, 90% of you were calling it a punch right off the bean there. It's like,
bang.
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't be talking about any fight commentary. Up there with your thumbs thinking you're the Max Kellerman of Twitter. And all. It's like, come on, man.
Right? I'm like... And people are like, what if Mike Tyson was telling the joke? Would he have done that? What if The Rock? And I'm like, what if it was the dragon from Game of Thrones? What if it was Atreyu from Neverending Story? I don't know. What if it was Clifford the Big Red Dog? It wasn't. So what's the point? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right?
Just scenario land.
It's, all of a sudden.
The scenario
all
remix,
of the options. Right? If it was me, listen, I'm sorry. Are you a world-renowned comedian or anybody near up for an Oscar? Then no, it's not going to be you. Don't worry about it. No one is going to take you off of frying fries to fight Chris Rock. Just relax.
Yeah.
Be happy with the life you have.
Will Smith is not going to walk into your Square Burger Wendy's, smack you behind the cash register.
Not at all. There won't be any reason. If anything, that smack will come for various different reasons, as we've learned watching YouTube and other videos where people getting smacked at burger joints. So,
oh man,
if it was me, it ain't never gonna be you. You don't even own a suit. How was it gonna be you?
Evidently, neither does Wesley Snipes.
Hey, does he need one? Wesley Snipes don't need a suit, man. Where do we go from here?
He was looking like he was getting ready to go play a purple bagpipe somewhere.
Hey, I'm with it. Wesley, like, I started all of this anyway. So, anyway, man, it's a dead horse subject. I feel like there's a lot that still can be brought from this. But I feel like, you're never going to stop anybody from talking about it. Even social media superheroes where it's like, stop saying this. It's like, okay. Okay. Did it stop? when you made that post that said, and this is to me too, because sometimes I'm like, stop talking about, and then I'll look at it and go, okay, really, Reg? Why though? Why would anyone stop because you're so bothered? Just get off the internet for the day.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? No one has to do
Control Alt Delete.
Yeah, just walk your goof. Take a walk with your goof head self. Ain't nobody.
I went to the strip club. I went to the strip club and they wouldn't stop taking their clothes off.
It was a difficult time for all of us. People are like, this is assault. I'm like, whoa, where did you grow up? You should be arrested. I'm like, oh, you just, everybody sit down. Just sit down. You're fine.
Oh, man.
That might be the day that they should take away like people's like phone plans for just a minute. Like, Trek gonna be tripping. AT&T is like, shut him down. Shut him down for the whole day. Let him cool off. You know what I mean?
Oh, man.
But to be fair, as we move on to the next topic, Kev and I have our opinions. Of course, you're entitled to yours.
Even if it's wrong.
Even if it's wrong. There probably is no right or wrong in this to begin with because you didn't hit nobody and nor were you hit.
And if you happen to be Regina Hall and you intimated that you wanted to sleep with Jada because Will gave her permission and you didn't get slapped, well, hey, maybe you got a free pass that night because you found out later that might not have flown.
That might not have flown. That might not have made it. Chill out.
Yeah. She might have been the straw.
What if it was all right? Okay. What if it was Grimace from McDonald? What if it was the Blob from the 1980s horror film?
All kind of weird things happen. Amy Schumer was funny throughout the night, as far as I'm concerned, and I was surprised.
For once in her life,
I was happy for her.
I was like, "Whoa!"
She probably went home and she said, "Finally, I was funny all night long, and no one will ever remember that I was there."
People were like, well, that was actually something that's the most of the Oscars I've ever watched was that slap too. I was like, oh, is that what the Oscars look like? I'm like, I'm not watching that. I was
surprised that you were watching. When I posted something and you reacted, I was like, what?
I fell out.
I almost texted you. Somebody hacked your account, Trek.
My wife jumped in. It was like, did you see it? And I'm like, I'm doing what I always do. I'm watching Clone Wars, relaxing, like because that's all I do.
Somebody hacked your phone, Trek. Somebody who's also watching Red Table Talk.
If your grown man behind watched that Red Table Talk with Jada and her damn husband, I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to. You can't drive no truck. You can't do nothing no more. Just relax. What? If we gonna do this toxic man nonsense, let's do it all the way. If your behind knew that man's name off the cuff and hit your thumbs with it, like you didn't have to Google.
Tip of your thumbs.
Right. If that was on the tip of your thumbs, you have to Google. Oh man, go back to briefs, man. You can't wear boxers no more. You gotta roll on back to briefs, man.
Oh man,
Superman joints too.
Jaden got real Karate Kid on the Twitter too. Right?
Didn't
after.
he?
He did.
Really? Yeah. You sure, buddy? Man, sit down. What a goofy day. Right? Like it's
goofy day. We should celebrate. Yeah, March 27th. Now and forever should be Goofy Day.
Goofy day. It was just the dumbest day ever. Like, this was a stupid day. This was the day humanity lost for just a couple of for a full 24 hours. We all lost. Right? We all of us were we're targets of the song Ether this day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You took the heat off Joe Biden. Joe Biden for the last month has been saying we're not going to start a war, and then yesterday said I'm about to take him off the board.
Wait, and conspiracy theorists are like the lizard people sent Will Smith to slap, and it's like, oh, oh God.
I blame Hillary.
Her emails. This was in the emails. But what if it was Muhammad Ali? Okay, all right, okay. What if it was the Ghost of Christmas Past?
Oh man.
What if it was, you know what I'm saying, Bill Worthington in his dog Spot? Like, who knows? They're like,
did you just mess up Bill Worthington? Did you just call him Bill Worthington? Oh my god.
What is
okay,
it?
that's it. Nope, we're done. We're done.
Is it Bill Worthington?
No, it's not Bill Worthington. No, you're trying to Google it now and be slick. Don't be slick.
I am.
It's not. That
Worthington
name should be on the
Ford.
tip of your tongue. Wait, hold.
Hold on.
Cal Worthington.
Cal Worthington. That's right. Go see Cal. Hey.
I left this coast for a decade. You know how many? Do you know how many seconds of that decade I did not think about Cal Worthington? Zero.
Okay.
Zero.
Mm-hmm.
You know why? I don't know why.
You don't have a
But there's
single
a good
answer
reason.
to this.
Yeah.
I think you're smarter than the rest of us because you left for a little while. We've been growing increasingly more idiotic out here as time has gone by. Right? At this point, we've lost it. We're beefing with Talib on the internet. Like we're done. LA, right? We got the Rams back. Like the city is gone. Let's just, you know what I mean?
What if Thanos had told that joke, Trek?
What if it was Thanos? What if it was whatever villain was in the 18th hour of the Batman movie?
Someone put a picture of tiny Lister up there. Debo. I was like, God bless him, he's dead. I don't think he would have delivered the punchline any more effectively.
If Debo came back to tell that joke, that audience would have been empty. No, Will Smith would have. Whoa, how did this dead man? All right. We've killed this show.
Will would have just picked up Jada and just thrown her at him.
Right? Here's my chance to get out of this. The zombies eat her. That's a clean breakup. Poor guy, man. Poor guy.
Oh, man.
Hey.
Yeah.
We spent most of the time talking about this. All right, let's move on to the next.
Everyone knew it was going to happen. You know what it is.
Everyone knew it. Yeah, it is what it is.
This is not a safe space for creativity. This place
not.
right here.
It's not. Yo, anyway, topic number 2, Kev.
Yeah.
My title for this is actually a whole lot of people's workday.
Yep.
To be honest with you. So the reason for that topic title is Rent a Stranger. This Japanese man makes a living showing up and doing nothing. This is sourced by the Washington Post. See, I refrained from telling that joke out of respect, but I'm glad you did it for me. I'm glad you decided to. All right. So the players involved, Kevin's titled this, I actually agree, the world's least interesting man. All right. So before moving out of Tokyo for her job, Akari Shirai, my daughter's name is all mixed up in there, wanted to eat at the favorite restaurant she used to visit with her then husband. There was one issue. She didn't want to be flooded with thoughts about her divorce by going alone. But she didn't feel like inviting a friend and explaining the situation either, Kev.
Nor did she want to ask August Alsina.
Okay. All right. Why, Hayes? My youngest has walked in here.
Why do you have you? Are you looking to the bottom of your glasses, or is she 7 feet tall? You're over here like this.
Wait, how am I? I can't. I'm reading this thing.
You looking up at
I'm
her
blind. Oh. I am blind, Kev. I've told you this on the show so many times. Okay, hurry up, girl. Turn the lights off. This is all on the show. I'm not editing any of this out.
It's all right. This is what the people come for.
Bye. All right. Anyway, so she didn't want to explain, so she rented Japan's, quote, do-nothing guy, Kev.
Word.
Their near silent lunch lasted for about 45 minutes. Akari ordered her favorite dish and intermittently asked questions. She shared memories of her marriage and showed him a photo of from the wedding. He nodded and gave curt answers, sometimes a dry laugh. He never initiated the conversation. It was exactly what Akari wanted. For years, there's been a cottage industry in Japan and South Korea of renting strangers to impersonate friends, family members, and other acquaintances as a way to save face at social functions where plus ones are expected. But Kev, over the past 4 years, Shoji Morimoto, 38 years old, has built a cult following by offering himself as a warm body who can simply be there, liberating his clients from the social expectations of the spoken and unspoken norms of Japanese society. Morimoto, nicknamed Rental-san, incorporating an honorific, has inspired a television series and 3 books and has drawn international attention through his viral social media post. Miyamoto's gigs have run the gamut. He waited at the finish line of a marathon for a client who wanted to see a familiar face at the end of the race. Someone hired him to sit with them while they finished their thesis because they might slack off working alone. He listens to healthcare workers describe the mental health toll of the pandemic. He charges 10,000 yens, which is about 80 yen, not yens, Reg, about $85 per session, and is most frequently hired to accompany people who are at a turning point in life, who want to rewrite traumatic memories or experience a vulnerable moment they feel uncomfortable sharing with friends or family. He'll just be there with no judgment and away from your personal space.
Will Smith is sitting there waiting for a phone number or perhaps a website. Perhaps an email address.
Pins and needles on this show.
He's like, I have 10,000 yens. What's going on?
all the yens. You know what I'm saying? All the yens. Right. Get all the yens, all right? Get your yens together.
Oh, man.
Stack those yens. This is multiple people at my job that's hired to sit there and do nothing. Like, whoa. Should have worked. You could have worked for my company.
This guy's LinkedIn must be dope.
It has to be.
It's just a 404 error. A lot of people say they're living the dream, Reg. Mm-hmm. This man, Mr. Morimoto, Rental-san, is living the dream.
This is the best of the best. Mm-hmm. This is great. This is great.
What if Randy said, I want to go out to dinner, but I just want you to sit there and not say anything? Would you think it was a trick?
Yes, I would be
My
like.
wife, I'm not going to say that because I don't even know what Randy's conversational kind of situation is on a one-on-one, scenario. But if my wife said that to me, I'd be sure that I was about to get murdered.
Look,
there's definitely together. Foolishness afoot.
Yeah, we've been together for 16 years. At this point, we're telling the same stories all over and over again. She knows my opinion before I'm going to say it. You know what I'm saying? Like, she might actually be like, "Can we just go to dinner and not talk?" Like, or you not talk? Because,
yeah,
it's possible.
You live a blessed life.
Too high. You guys, I don't even. Rental-san lives the blessed life. He,
we already talked about him. He's living the most blessed life.
Blessed it with all the yens. $85 an hour to just chill out and sit there, yo. I mean, I was surprised. Were you surprised that weddings weren't a common thing for him?
I don't know.
I just feel like that's the most common thing that people invite. Like, I don't want to go to this wedding alone. I guess.
Right.
Well,
Yeah, that makes
your
sense.
plus one is connected to how many people you're allowed to invite. But yeah, the bride and groom might be a little upset if they had to pay like $200 for rental son's plate. Like, yo, you couldn't have just come alone, man. Like, really?
Well, he's a celebrity now. It's like
He is.
it's like having Chris Rock at your wedding.
It, oh my goodness.
Oh man,
Yeah, rental son is the greatest. This might be the GOAT thing.
he's the GOAT.
Kev, what would you rent? What would you rent rental son for if you had to? If you had some yens coupons.
Is there a limit? Like, what if you had $85, but then you told him to go dig out a tree stump or something? Would he draw the line?
That is a good point. Rental son show up if we moving. Yo, grab that table, fam. Get the other end of this table, man. I didn't need you to sit here and do nothing. He has to have that in the contract, so in his agreement.
I will not
like,
do anything.
Yeah,
This
I'm not coming here to work.
Task Rabbit son.
That's his other business. It's an empire being built right at this point. Like, he got a home with it.
He's like Instacart, but he just goes to the store and then comes back and tells you what it looked like.
Well, no, Instacart did just go to the store with you, so you don't have to walk through it alone.
He just brings you the cart.
Right? Because I'm like, do you know how I would be like if Randy was like, I rented a rental son for you to go to the store with you? I'm like, wait, I was about to go alone, and you said no. You get out of here. You sit in the car. Like, get to be alone in the grocery store.
Oh,
Nah, I'm good. Oh man! All right, let's go ahead and get to the Sakoda one, man. We gotta keep it moving. We're gonna take you back a month, at least a month and a half ago for this one, though. All right, Kev. For y'all who don't know, we about to get into the Sakoda ones. What this is we drop a ridiculous headline on my man Kev, and we allow him the space to make a clever response to impress each and every one of y'all. Y'all ready? Here we go, Kev. For Valentine's Day, the Bronx Zoo lets you name a roach after your sweetheart.
You're right on time with this, too. Right on time with the gift ideas, huh? Sounds like it's something that would be expensive, man. What kind of animal can you name your side chick after? How much will that set me back?
Well, right, if your main chick is a roach. God, dog, what is the side piece? I can't think of anything worse.
August Alsina saw this and said,
Oh, this is shade. Somebody had a horrible Valentine's Day on the way and was like, you know what?
It's so much effort. Can I hire Rental Son to come up with the name?
You can name a roach after, like, if my wife was like, babe, here's your Valentine's Day gift. I'm like, oh, we're going to the zoo? All right, first of all, this is okay. I named this roach after you. I'm like,
You see the roach? He's right. Which one? You see the one that's running around wearing the pyramid hat?
The one that's pointlessly frustrated and trying to correct everybody in spite of the fact that he is completely needs all the correcting. That's the roach. That's the Trek Life roach. The know-it-all roach.
Watch. You know how you know it's him? Watch, spell there incorrectly and use it incorrectly in a sentence. He's going to turn around.
I'm in the building. I mean, especially talk about somebody else. Don't call somebody stupid and have poor grammar. You better, if there's any time, you better get things grammatically correct. It's when you calling somebody else stupid. That's for sure. You can slide on any other topic. I ain't saying nothing. But if you like, they're some dummies, I'm like, who? All of you? Man. Okay. This is a bad idea. I don't think anybody did this one.
Yeah. You want to say that what Will did was a bad idea? This, my friends, it's a bad idea.
Yeah, this should have been. You know what it'd have been a good idea. This one slight change is name a roach after your ex.
Yeah,
for Valentine's Day. Yeah, just make it the X, and boom, sales through the roof. Roaches, all roaches. Is that? Yo, that's perfect. That's actually perfect. That's a perfect segue. I just feel like we might get dinged for it.
You're very paranoid.
I am. Since Omega's gonna get his ding, we can get hit with that DMCA. All right, man. Look, we're gonna get out of here. Y'all knew what the show was gonna be about, so we hopefully gave y'all everything y'all wanted. Again, you know what I'm saying? I can't say this enough. I just appreciate how perfect and great you guys all are, how you've never made life mistakes. And I'm very thankful to know so many flawless people.
Good job, everybody.
You guys
did it. You did it.
Shout out to the homie that I do know that I've talked about on this show, and I should stop talking about him like this, that I remember sitting outside of a club waiting for his girl in house shoes because he was so jealous and upset, his ex-girl, that, you know what I'm saying, who today was also still going off on Will Smith in the same way he went off on Kanye for being ridiculous. And I'm like, I just need you to stop. Everyone else keep going, but you... Oh, it's like the school teacher, like, you know, like in third grade or whatever, when you can't play outside and the teacher's like, not you.
Not you.
That's how I feel about this homie. Like, yo, you got to sit down. You can't play.
You got to stay here and clean these erasers.
Bro, you was in your house shoe. You was out there. You was so sad it hurt that you was outside of your house shoes.
Oh, man.
Talking about what you doing out here. I had a homeboy, look, before I let y'all go, I had a homeboy literally scale a building. The scaffolding was up. Literally climbed to the third floor because his girl that he cheated on was in there with another dude, his ex-girl. And I was like, really, dude? Honestly?
Come on, man. You got to draw the line at extraneous physical activity.
Dude.
That'll save you so much trouble.
I'm exaggerating nothing about this story, by the way. Nothing. I have friends. I have another friend that most of us know that could corroborate this. Scaled to the third floor of the building up the scaffolding to jump in her window and gotcha. She was with another dude. And look. And ended up coming out, not beaten up, fortunately. Oh. But I have a feeling when he hopped in that window, because it was not a college dorm, but, you know, apartment college kids stayed at, that he hopped in on a football player or a basketball player the way that he came out that front door without a victory in hand. He didn't hop in there. The dude was 5'4".
He didn't come out with the banner.
He didn't come out with the banner, fam. He came out like, nah, so I looked at him like, okay, we out of here? We out of here. All right, cool.
Oh, man.
You need us? He's like, nah, let's go. Jealousy parkour, yes. All right. Names have been altered to protect the innocent. So there's that. Or have not been given to protect the innocent. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. We appreciate each and every one of y'all. This has been Rap Sucks Radio. I am your homeboy Track Life, and that over there, right there, that's your fam Kev Sakoda.
Rap Sucks rental sign.
The plot twist is that rental sign is actually Kev. So anyway, you guys can catch past episodes of Rap Sucks Radio by going to Rap Sucks Radio. Rap Sucks Radio.
I need all the yens. I need all the yens.
All of the yens. Go to rap6radio.com, man. On the count of three, we out of here, man. On the count of three, we say peace. 1, 2, 3. Peace. We gone.
Yens.